What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're talking about Daniel Jones. Now, if you guys saw my video on me reacting to it, it had like 20,000 views, so I'm pretty sure you guys seen it. I went off. I went absolutely off on the Daniel Jones pick. I hated it. I wanted Josh Allen. He wasn't even my favorite quarterback on the board. It was Dwayne Haskins, things like that. And, you know, I said this on the podcast. I was with tears in my eyes, snot running down my nose. My eyes were all puffy and watery. I was crying. I had to watch that. Now, this is just, of course, an exaggeration, but I was deeply in a depression mode. Like, what the hell did we just do with our franchise? And I watched some YouTube videos. I watched some film. I watched some further film. I did watch film on Daniel Jones, but it wasn't to the extent of what I did. And what I've noticed is just, how did I not notice that? Now, what I'm talking about is the talent around Daniel Jones. That is something I did mention when I did do my scouting report on Daniel Jones. I did mention that I need to calm down with my criticism of him because of the talent around him. That how is he supposed to produce? But even more so, I mean, if you look at his numbers, a lot of people like to bring up his numbers when talking about Daniel Jones and Dwayne Haskins. Dwayne Haskins had the 50 touchdowns and all of that stuff, and Daniel Jones had 20-something along with a couple of interceptions. When you look at Daniel Jones, he makes all the right plays, and this is why his tape is so boring. I mean, everybody says it. His tape is just boring to watch. Brian Baldinger said it. He's from Duke. He said Duke people don't even watch Duke football. Duke people don't even watch Duke film because it's so boring. Daniel Jones does everything right. Now, you can talk about dink and dunks all you want, but he makes the right decisions. There's no way. I mean, are you going as a quarterback? You know, I mean, let's talk for real now. As a quarterback, if you know your players aren't going to catch the ball when you throw it deep, are you still going to throw it deep? I mean, you could talk about risk takers all you want, but there's a point. There's a line that you draw of being a risk taker when you 100% know they're going to drop the freaking ball. So why not just dump it down, try to get all the yards you can, and that's how he won games. He is the absolute reason they won any games at Duke. He's the absolute reason that they went to a championship. Duke, we're talking about Duke. This is not the basketball team we're talking about. This is the football team. The reason why they were put on the map as a speck of dust on the map was because of Daniel Jones. He did everything there. You see, his accuracy is on point. Why do people talk about his accuracy like it's bad? It is not bad. Sure, it's not the best. It's not Kyler Murray level, but it's not bad. And then you look at his completion percentage, 59% completion percentage. I mean, that's bad. But if you're looking at it, all the drop passes, I believe in 2018 alone, he had like 38 drop passes. Somebody did the research on it. Do you realize how much that just goes so much more higher, his completion percentage? It goes so much more higher if even half of those balls are caught, okay? Because I get drops happen. They're not 100% always caught. But even if half of those balls are caught, it goes up, okay? Everything. And you got to think about it when he's with the New York Giants. Now, a lot of people compare him to Eli Manning. My pro comp to him is Kirk Cousins because Kirk Cousins has... They play exactly the same. On top of that, those two players, Daniel Jones and Kirk Cousins, have very, very underrated athleticism. I might argue that Daniel Jones has better athleticism than Kirk Cousins. But a lot of people compare them to Eli Manning, and I also see that. I think he's a mixture between Eli Manning and Kirk Cousins. I think he can be better than Kirk Cousins. I wholeheartedly believe that he can be better than Kirk Cousins. So putting that into aspect there, on top of that, Daniel Jones coming into the New York Giants locker room, I'm talking every single position, from wide receiver down to the freaking center. Every single position is an upgrade than what he had at Duke. You know, usually you're going to get a quarterback like Kyler Murray. He's obviously had a better offensive line in college than he's going into the NFL, so that's a downgrade for him. Daniel Jones, every single position is an upgrade. Okay, we talked about that on the podcast as well. He's going into there saying, "Oh my God, Chad Wheeler, it's so nice to meet you. It's so nice to meet you that you'll be blocking for me because all my life I had to fight. Daniel Jones had to fight his whole football career. He's constantly under pressure, okay? He made the right plays. He had to dink and dunk when he had to because he doesn't trust his receivers deep because they dropped everything. He could. That's another point. He could have had so many more touchdowns. So many more touchdowns. I counted 5 in the very little games I watched. I probably watched 4 or 5 games on Daniel Jones. He's played a lot more than that. So I'm all aboard on Daniel Jones, guys. I'm all aboard. I can't wait to see what he's going to do. I really, really firmly believe this time. We talked about Davis Webb. We talked about Kyle Lauletta. I really, really believe Daniel Jones could be the guy. I may be over-exaggerating, but when you watch the film, you can see all the potential. He was drafted in the first round for a reason. At the time, I thought he was second round to third round talent. But when you watch him on film, if you put him in Ohio State, if you trade quarterbacks, I think he does the same thing that Dwayne Haskins did. And if you put Dwayne Haskins there at Duke, I don't think he does the same thing. Because there's no way in hell Dwayne Haskins survives under that Duke offensive line. No way. No way. That guy would be sacked every single down. There's no way. Daniel Jones had the instinct. He had the grit from Daniel Jones. One thing that I always highlight when I'm talking about quarterbacks, I want to see a quarterback that will stick in the pocket, and that's not saying I want to see them get hurt, but I want to see them stick in the pocket and make an NFL throw while they're getting hit. I just want to see it a couple times when I'm watching them in college, just to show how much toughness and how much they want to win, how much they want to see this play work. Okay, you see a lot of quarterbacks. Eli Manning nowadays, he just takes the sack, okay? He's not the same Eli Manning from Super Bowl 42 with people grabbing him up and he throws the ball down the field. He's not that anymore because he's just paranoid now. Daniel Jones is that guy. Daniel Jones will stick in the pocket, take a hit, take a nasty, nasty lick, and still throw the ball. He knows it's not going to be complete. He knows that. He's still going to take the risk and throw the ball anyway. Okay, so when you look at Daniel Jones, the accuracy is there. I don't care what anybody says. The accuracy is there. Okay? The arm strength, it's not perfect. Okay? People say he has a noodle arm. I said the same thing. He can make all the throws. The problem is he can't get it there fast enough. The ball is in the air way too long. The trajectory of the ball, sometimes it's just you're just sitting there waiting for the ball to come down. That is due to lack of arm strength. He needs to hit the weight room, work out with Bad Dog a little bit if he wants to get that up. But that's something that can honestly be worked on. Arm strength is definitely something that can be worked on. It's easy. Okay? The accuracy is there. The arm strength is so-so, but it's doable. Okay? We run a West Coast power run scheme. Slants and dig routes are pretty much what you're going to throw. On top of that, his, did I say instincts already? The instincts are there. His athletic ability is there. The football knowledge is there. The grit, the toughness is there. On top of that, the off the field, he is a quarterback's a player's quarterback. He is going to be the team captain of this team moving forward. Corey Ballentine, as you guys know, recently got shot, and it's just heartwarming to see that the first person, the newest Giant, someone that just got drafted, he didn't even pick his freaking jersey number yet. He reached out to Corey Ballentine and gave his condolences to his friend and Corey Ballentine and their family. I'm blown away. I'm blown away by what Daniel Jones could be. I really took for granted what Dave Gettleman was saying when he wanted to clean up the locker room. I kind of really thought it was about Odell Beckham, but maybe it was about Daniel Jones. Maybe that's what it was about all this time, guys. So, and then Pat Shurmur, he wanted somebody that's great on and off the field. If you look at Daniel Jones, he's a prototypical quarterback. He's somebody you want at quarterback. He's a nice guy, nice smile, looks like a leader, and just has all the intangibles you want in a quarterback. I love it. I'm changing my grade to a B+. From an F, I graded it a whole F. I don't usually do that, but I was so mad. I graded it an F to a B+. Now, if I were to go back in time, would I still choose Daniel Jones over Josh Allen? That's yet to be determined. That's to be determined. I'd probably still take Josh Allen over Daniel Jones. But give it the preseason. Give it the next few years. Dave Gettleman even said it. He said it with so much confidence. Dave Gettleman said it with so much confidence. Give me 3 years, and you're going to change your mind. He said it to some extent. I'm not exactly quoting him. But somebody asked him, what would you say to the people who disagree with this pick? He said, give it 3 years. He said it so he answered that question so quickly, and I believe that was the last question of the presser as well. he said that so confidently, and I don't know. I feel like it gave me goosebumps. I'm like, oh my god, I can't. He's so confident in Daniel Jones. So I'm all aboard. I'm all aboard. J-Zach's all aboard. Chris is all aboard. Bad Dog's all aboard. Everybody's all aboard. I mean, we are all ready. We are all ready for DJ. So bring it on. We're ready. So I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but I'm definitely Q Dog. I want to give a shout out. I don't know if he got this far. I'm talking about Daniel Jones, his favorite player, so maybe he did. But Q Dog, a very, very loyal supporter and subscriber of mine. Appreciate you, man. He's been saying it from the jump. The Giants need to get Daniel Jones. He wanted Daniel Jones, I believe. I think realistically he thought 17, but I guess he wanted him at 6'2". But he loved Daniel Jones. I mean, he was talking about him way before this all happened. Way before the draft, when mock drafts were still going out and stuff like that. He wanted Daniel Jones. So, props to you, my friend. He's the guy. He's our quarterback. Let's stick behind our quarterback. Let's stop running down on him. Even stop running down on Dave Gettleman about it, because that still gets to Daniel Jones. Even though the anger is not towards Daniel Jones, it's towards Dave Gettleman. It's about Daniel Jones. So you're still insulting Daniel Jones if you're still insulting Dave Gettleman for picking Daniel Jones. So let's stick behind our quarterback. Everybody in the media, I'm going to say that we are media. All the New York Giants YouTubers, show your support. Show your support for DJ. We're in it for the long run. Hopefully he's the guy, and we're in full support. So for all Giants news and NFL news alike, I'm Kid Blue. Make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you tune in every Tuesday for the Undrafted Analyst. Every Tuesday, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, for some great NFL analysis and NFL talk. And all that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.